The Waltman 4 says for $4.99. So, Andre, have you seen Kamran's recent Patreon post? Let's just say Indy 5 has to make a profit and breaking even won't do. And yes, this is something that Kamran Pasha first broke on his Patreon, and then he did an interview about it over at our good friend Doomcock. So if you go and check out his most recent video with Kamran, they talk about it there. But basically, the scoop from Kamran Pasha's insiders in Disney, and this pertains to Indiana Jones 5, is that Bob Iger is very, very cross with Kathleen Kennedy because she's just screwed up everything across the board, including with Indiana Jones. The ending of the movie right now is a fucking mess, is what I was led to believe. And Iger has told her in no uncertain terms to unfuck that mess. And when she asked, well, I need an extension to do that, we need to push the movie back again, to which he replied, no, we've pushed it back quite enough. I'm not giving you an extension so that you can stay here even longer. The movie comes out when it does, and it comes out and it's good. And it has to profit, not break even, not profit by a little. It has to profit by a lot. Apparently, the minimum amount that Bob Iger wants is $900 million. If the new Indiana Jones movie comes short of $900 million, according to Kamran Pasha's insiders in Disney, Bob Iger will then retaliate not by letting Kathleen Kennedy retire in grace, but by publicly firing her with cause, humiliating her, and destroying her legacy. Basically saying publicly something along the lines of, this incompetent destroyed Star Wars, she destroyed Willow, and now she's destroyed Indiana Jones, and we're done. That would be her legacy.
Sounds too good to be true.
I believe that Kamran's inside source can be right on this. Chuck, I want to hear your thought. You think that is a possibility, that Bob Iger can be so fed up that he's going to destroy her legacy if Indiana Jones fails to deliver?
Well, they have to have already alerted security to bring her boxes to her office, because no one thinks that this Indiana Jones movie is going to make a profit. I mean, they've had, what, 36 test audiences with 36 different endings, and they hated all of them. So, this is going nowhere.
I think you're being very negative, Chuck.
I am. I think I have a right to be.
You are a buzzkill. That's all I have to say.
I would argue that I'm quite enjoying his opinion there.
Oh, me too. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
It's hard to tell because he's got the beard.
Yeah, your beard's hiding your emotions.
I've changed over from Burl Ives to Roger Whittaker.
Okay. All right, when are you going to start selling fried chicken? That's all I want.
I'm going to be the whistler.
Oh, okay.
I can't whistle with this thing on. Oh my God, Andre's never inviting me on again.
Well, we'll see. We'll have to keep you at least until you cross 100,000.
Okay, that's
yeah.
But I agree with Chuck. I mean, this is you know what? I think an angry Iger is worse for everybody who was on the left or whatever, his allies at Disney, than a mildly concerned Chapek. I just think that an angry Iger is worse for everybody who maybe was hoping to stick around, because he's going to feel like he's had the knife stuck in his back.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is a battle of legacy right now.
Yes.
And it's basically, his legacy has to be the one that survives.
Correct. And Chapek did not have that issue. No, I think that is the difference. He needs to write a proper epilogue for his final moments at Disney. He does not want to be frog marched out of there.
No, he's in daddy's home mode right now, where it's just, all right, you kids haven't had any discipline for a while. I've neglected my parental responsibilities for the last decade, and I'm fed up. I'm up to here with it, and you're going, and if you don't make any money by the end of this quarter, you're going.
Clean your room.
Clean your room.
Yeah.
Yes, clean your room. Indeed,
My dad used to work quite far away from home, and he would only come home on the weekends. And then the first thing he would say when he came in on Friday, late Friday night, was, "Okay, who needs a beating?"
Makes sense.
But in a Hungarian accent. "Okay, who needs a beating?"
There you go. I don't think the film's capable of profit. I think that everybody here is right. I think that Iger may be looking for ways to get people that have influenced his company in the wrong direction out of there. I think he's started to make inroads that way. I believe that Lucasfilm is probably very, very nervous right now as a whole, because I can't imagine Kathleen Kennedy making Indy 5 profitable. There's just no way. I mean, you're over $300 million in budget now. You have, not counting how many different promotion cycles has this film been through, because you consider the stop in production. I mean, we set aside what the production cost of the film is. Let's talk about how they had to hit pause button on a lot of stuff. How do you pause people? you have a lot of financial balls in the air here beyond the production budget, and you are very much limited in scope as far as the audience goes now, because the fourth film wasn't received all that well. I don't see this film making $1 billion. If it doesn't make $1 billion, I would argue it would be impossible for it to achieve profit. I think that there are very few films that will make $1 billion in the near future. Just to be fair.
Well, that's actually going to be a good thing, because that would mean or incentivize more reasonable budgeted films.
Right. I agree.
Because that's how you get your maximum profit margin. On top of that, too, there's an irony to this, which is that Iger's, getting rid of the very people that he brought in to Disney with the acquisitions he made. He's trying to, rewrite history day by day to make it look like he was never really the source of the problem, when you can all be traced back to him when you dig deep enough.
And that's my point about him giving everybody a long leash and now feeling betrayed.
Mm-hmm. You're 100% right. I mean, again, this is all a legacy defense now. He is trying to rewrite history. He's trying to, be, the guy that he wants to live up to the same level as Walt, and even Eisner to a large extent. He's trying to beat them out reputation wise. He's not done it. And you're 100% right, Script, when you say that it's the people he brought in that have run these incredibly expensive but formerly profitable IPs into the ground. And
I think some of that has to do with the fact that no one thought these IPs were going to fail.
Right.
Yeah.
That they're so powerful that you can do anything with them. And how are you going to screw them up?
I don't know.
But the biggest arrogance you can have is assuming that any brand is a license to print money, and that's it, and just leave it there, when you really have to make sure that brand is valuable constantly all the time in order to facilitate that result.
Now, the Disney Star Wars movies, all three of them made an awful lot of money. I mean, in total cash, but not a lot of profit.
That's right. Yeah. And in fact, diminishing returns for every subsequent film, which is the exact opposite way you want to go when you're
# solo lost money.
Oh, yes.